Topic is Kriyayoga 18 Puranas Creation. The purpose of Puranas, totaling 18, is to educate the sadhak about creation, incarnation, and sadhana. Vyasa, the author himself, has said that the meaning and essence of all these 18 Puranas can be summed as Paropakaraya Punyaya Papaya Parapidanaya, meaning that the one who does the things with righteousness, selflessness, and for the good of others will get heaven. And the one who does his duties with unrighteousness, selfishness, and for the bad of others will lead to hell. The Puranas are not real. In ancient times, this was how the truths were narrated and taught by the learned ones to the needed tastefully. Even now, it is in vogue to create incentive for studies. Parents offer chocolates and sugar candy, etc. to children. Puranas are akin to this. Try to read between the lines to realize the wonderful spiritual truths behind the stories. The seers, that means the rishis, have foreseen that the Rakshasas, that is the negative minded people, may destroy the truths that are documented for the benefit of future generations. Hence, they have fabricated the stories in such a way that the real truths are hidden behind them. Only the real truth seekers only can understand the hidden truths behind these or those stories. While reading, we find most of the things or stories are common in all these 18 Puranas. The reason being, truth is one and the same everywhere. Time, space, and circumstances have no bearing on the truths. Hence, there is a repetition of story or stories. Naimisaranya forest. All the 18 Puranas written by Vyasa were narrated in Naimisaranya forest. Sanskrit is a very cultured language. It is the matrika or mother of all languages. Each and every word of Sanskrit is having a meaning. Sanskrit is a very meaningful language. In English, only certain words are having meaning. For example, north, east, west, south is coined as news. Bundle of orderly knowledge is coined as book, B-O-O-K, bundle of orderly knowledge. A secluded and undisturbed place is required for narrating the experiences that were experienced during Kriyayoga sadhana. Naimisaranya is a cosent, food abundant place that includes herbs and fruits with beautiful picturesque surroundings. Likewise, the names that narrate the Purana or Puranas also have an inner meaning. The man is made in the mold of Parabrahman. Every human being is a liberated one which has to be realized in letter and spirit by the individual himself. Once more, every human being is a liberated soul which has to be realized in letter and spirit by the individual himself. Kriya Yoga will aid the individual in realizing this truth. As per the Vedic culture, every individual can express his opinion openly about God. That is the reason so many religions prevailed in Bharat. Even atheist can have his own opinion expressed, and as such, atheism also allowed to prevail. Practical interpretation of Puranas. In fact, constructive freedom of expression is the basis of Vedic culture. Fools argue and wise men discuss. Intuitional wisdom will lead to liberation of soul from the bondage. Constructive discussions will lead to pure wisdom. Truth seekers need pure wisdom. Pure wisdom will provide intuitional wisdom. Remembering by repeated reading of scriptures and reproducing in front of others will not make the needy seekers to understand the truth. On the contrary, this develops ego. Great gurus and saints have taught the true God-loving persons with their intuitional soul wisdom which comes straight from the pure soul. Several innovations like invention of electric bulb by Thomas Alva Edison in the past were opposed and were tortured by so-called learned in those times. But they were all proved to be prized innovations in latter times. Independent thinking and discussions are very much required. Hence, constructive thinking and discussions are need of the day. I am interpreting these Puranas with my intuition gained through intensive Kriyayoga sadhana. The expressions, interpretations rendered by me are my own and was guided by my great Kriyayoga gurus. It may be aware that each and every Purana is having 80,000 slokas or verses plus in Sanskrit. The whole lifetime will not be sufficient and practically impossible to understand these many verses in the present day circumstances. As such, I have been ordained by Divine Spirit to interpret these Puranas in a more practical way. Now let us talk about Brahmapurana. Brahma means creator, so the name. Brahmapurana itself indicates the advent of creation. That is how creation came into existence. That is how creation came into existence. Brahmapurana was narrated by Roma Harshana. Roma means hair, Harshana means raising. That means the rendition is very exciting. Story narration is a skillful art. Roma Harshana means the sadhak is a skillful in narrating his real experiences that he came across during his sadhana. He was a disciple of sage Vyasa. He has been authorized by his Sadguru Vyasa to narrate his sadhana experiences. In ancient times, the saintly persons used to assemble at a sacred place, do yajnas, and then used to spend their respective time or times by sharing or comparing their experiences that occurred during their Kriyayoga sadhana yajna. Vyasa means the master who can explain the sadhana experiences extensively to the aspiring devotees. Vyasa means the diameter without any perimeter or paridhi. Vyasa is a great master of Kriya Yoga. The assembled sages of Kriya Yoga sadhaks have requested Roma Harshana to narrate the sadhana experiences, including the formation of creation. They requested him about the generation, operation, and destruction. Normally, generation stands for Brahma, the creator, operator, the Vishnu, and destructor, the Shiva. All these are the three branches of same Parabrahman who does different modes of the work. It is akin to a man who enacts several characters in his day-to-day life. Narration by Romaharshana the Sadhak. Narration by Romaharshana the Sadhak. Romaharshana has narrated his experiences like this. Initially, everywhere there exists water bed only. Nara means water, Ayana means bed, Narayana means water bed. There emerged a golden egg in the water bed. That means the cosmic energy or Bhagavan Vishnu entered into the universe or Jagat. The golden egg was split into two parts. This indicates cell division. Cell division and cell multiplication is a must for creation of living beings. Protoplasm is the matter and the inherent life force is the parter which or who does the part or parts are living matter. Positive and negative forces are the first cell division. Positive and negative forces are the first cell division. These are heaven and the earth. Creation. This creation story is a common in almost all Puranas. Parabrahman and Paramatma is one and the same. Brahman pervaded through ignorance. Its result is creation. If the Brahman is supposed as four parts, then one part is Jagat or creation, having name and form. This is called Vyakta Brahman or Brahman. This is visible to the senses. This is God in creation or Kutastha Chaitanyam or Krishna Chaitanyam. The remaining three parts of the Brahman is Avyakta Brahman or Nirakara or Avyakrita Brahman. This is not visible to the senses. This is beyond creation. This is Sat, Chit and Ananda. This Brahman is omnipotent, omnipresent and omniscient. This is ever energetic, ever conscious and ever blissful. This is truth, goodness and beauty. Atitam. Suppose you sat in a room. The room is in you as well as beyond you. This is called Atitam. But you cannot be beyond room. God is in you and beyond you. An electronic gadget requires electrical energy to make it work. Our body requires cosmic energy to become conscious. Hydrogen and oxygen are not visible to the naked eye. These two invisible airs combine together to become visible water. Sun is having effulgence which is inherent. Likewise, this inert creation born out of ignorance is called Maya. Ma means not, Ya means true. Maya is inherent of Parabrahman, the cosmic energy. The very basis or its existence is due to Parabrahman. The yogi who has fully recognized Parabrahman in everything cannot find Maya. Likewise, man imbued with Maya cannot recognize all-pervasive Paramatman. Paramatman, sometimes we call it as Brahman or Parabrahman. Inert Maya, ignorance, is the cause of creation but not the steady Brahman. This Maya is called Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya consisting of Sattva, positive, Rajo, neutral, and Tamo, negative, gunas or qualities, is called Chit Shakti, Mahamaya or Mula Prakriti, the root cause of creation. Once again, Yoga Maya consisting of Sattva, positive, Rajo, neutral, and Tamo, negative gunas or qualities is called Chit Shakti, Mahamaya, or Mula Prakriti, the root cause of creation. Karana Srishti, or idea creation. Ignorance, avidya, became creative with the presence of cosmic consciousness. From ignorance, avidya, impregnated with cosmic consciousness, first space, sound, akasha, shabda existed. Air, touch, vayu, sparsha came out of space. From vayu came out fire, configuration, agni, rupa, water, taste, varuna, rasa, or ruchi came out from agni. Water or varuna or rasa or ruchi came out from agni. Lastly, earth, that is prithvi, that is smell or gandha, came out of varuna or jal or water. These are called five electricities, pancha mahabhutas. They are not having their own consciousness. The iron nails will not have its own magnetism. They get magnetized due to the presence of a natural magnet. Likewise, the cosmic consciousness gradually entered into akasha, space, air, vayu, fire, agni, water, varuna, and earth, prithvi. These, with the presence of cosmic consciousness, became active and conscious. These electricities are by themselves insentient, but with the presence of Parabrahman, they become sentient. Now let us talk about Sankhya Yoga. Sound, Shabda, touch, Sparsha, form, Rupa, taste, Ruchi, and smell, Gandha, five attributes are called Pancha Tanmatras. Omkar is the first and foremost sound that came out of ignorance or primordial nature or Mula Prakriti. This whole Jagat creation manifested due to Omkar. These subtle Pancha Mahabhutas shall have Sattva positive, Rajo neutral, and Tamo negative gunas, qualities. The ignorance with three gunas is called primordial ignorance, Mula Ajnanam, Karana Srishti, or idea creation. The causal body or creation is called Apanchikrita or untreated vibratory electricities and is called Mahat. Pancha Gnanendriyas, five sense organs, gradually manifested in half of untreated Samishti Sattva Guna Sukshma Pancha Mahabhutas or macro positive predominant subtle five electricities. That means Srotram or ear, from space Akasha, touch skin from air Vayu, Chakshu eye from fire Agni, taste tongue from water Varuna, and smell Gandha from earth Prithvi manifested. These ears, skin, eyes, tongue, and nose are not physical organs. They are the powers only. Antakarana manifested from the rest of the untreated macro positive sattva, five electricities. Paramatma himself entered into half of untreated macro positive sattva, akasha, space. Manas, mind, manifested in half of untreated macro positive sattva, vayu, air. Determinating intellect, that is Nischayatmaka buddhi, manifested in half of untreated macro positive sattva, agni or fire. Wavering mind, manas, manifested in half of untreated macro positive sattva, varuna, water. Ego ahankara with I-ness, manifested in half of untreated macro positive sattva, prithvi, earth. Pancha Karmendriyas are five action organs gradually manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral, rajas, subtle five electricities. Speaking power, that is vaka, that is mouth, manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral, rajas, akasha or space. Skilled working power, that is kriya shakti, that is hands, pani, manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral, rajas or vayu or air. Skilled working power, kriya shakti, that is hand, manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral, rajas, vayu or air. Walking power, gamana shakti, that is feet, in Sanskrit it is called padam, manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral means rajas, agni, fire. Eliminating power, visarjana shakti, that is payu in Sanskrit or anus, manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral, that is rajas, varuna or water. Enjoying power, that is ananda shakti, that is phallus or lingam, manifested in half of untreated macro, neutral, that is rajas, prithvi or earth. Mukhya prana, prime chief life force, manifested from the rest half of untreated subtle rajo guna, that is neutral, macro pancha mahabhutas, five electricities. Macro is called samishti in Sanskrit. Micro is called vyashti in Sanskrit. This chief life force is divided gradually into five pranas. This chief life force is divided gradually into five pranas, that is pancha pranas, because of the works it does. Pranavayu, location heart, manifested from untreated apanchikrita macro, samishti, neutral, subtle akasha. From untreated, that is apanchikrita macro, that is samishti, neutral, subtle vayu, apana vayu, location anus, manifested. From untreated apanchikrita macro, samishti, neutral, subtle agni, vyana vayu, location whole body, sarva sharira, manifested. From untreated apanchikrita macro, that is samishti, neutral, subtle varuna, udana vayu, location gullet, that is kanta, manifested. From untreated apanchikrita macro, samishti, neutral, subtle prithvi, samana vayu, location navel, nabhi, manifested. Ignorance, avidya, with its three qualities, sattva, rajo and tamo, that is positive, neutral and negative, and akasha, vayu, agni, varuna and prithvi, together is called karana srushti or idea creation. From half of untreated positive predominant five electricities, antakarana is manifested. From the remaining positive predominant five electricities, sense organs manifested. These are not physical organs, they are powers only. From half of untreated neutral rajo guna, predominant five electricities, sense organs are manifested. Once again, neutral is rajo guna and positive is sattva guna and negative is tamo guna. These are not physical organs. From half of untreated neutral rajo guna predominant five electricities, sense organs are manifested. These are not physical organs, they are powers only. From the remaining neutral rajo guna, predominant five electricities, pancha pranas manifested. Subtle creation consists of 19 elements or tattvas. They are five sense organs, five organs of action, five pranas, and four antakarana. The subtle creation is not visible to the naked eye. Physical creation or panchikaran. Let us talk about it. Physical creation or panchikaran. The five panchatanmatras combined in different proportions lead to physical creation. Sthula Srishti, half of the untreated macro negative electricities means Panchamahabhutas, gradually combines with 1/8 of the rest of the Mahabhutas to become physical electricities or Pancha Bhutas. Now I am giving you the calculation. Half of Akasha, that is space, 1/8 air, 1/8 fire, 1/8 water, 1/8 earth together becomes space or Akasha after Panchikaran. This is called Akasha Panchakam. Now half of air, 1/8 Akasha, 1/8 fire, 1/8 water, and 1/8 earth together becomes air or Vayu Panchakam. Half of fire, 1/8 space, 1/8 air, 1/8 water, 1/8 earth together becomes fire or Agni Panchakam. Half of water, 1/8 space, 1/8 air, 1/8 fire, and 1/8 earth together becomes water or Varuna Panchakam. Half of earth or Prithvi, 1/8 space or Akasha, 1/8 air or Vayu, 1/8 fire or Agni, 1/8 water or Varuna together become earth or Prithvi Panchakam. Now the treated five electricities, that is Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Varuna and Prithvi Panchakams, are called as such henceforth. That is, Akasha Panchakam is called space, or Akasha. Vayu Panchakam is called air or Vayu. Agni Panchakam is called Agni or fire. Varuna Panchakam is called water or Varuna, and Prithvi Panchakam or Earth Panchakam is called Earth or Prithvi henceforth. The positively predominant subtle five electricities is manifested from primordial ignorance, avidya, Mula Prakriti, with three qualities, that is gunas, sattva, positive, rajo, neutral, and tamo, negative. These positively predominant five electricities were each having only one attribute respectively. That is, positively predominant Akasha, space, had Shabda, sound, Vayu, air, and Sparsha, touch, Agni, fire, Rupa, configuration, Varuna, water, had Rasa, taste, and Prithvi, earth, had Gandha, smell. These Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, and Gandha are called Tanmatras, powers, but not fleshy organs that are visible to naked eye. The physical creation, Sthula Srishti, is not like this. Physical Akasha had Shabda, that is sound. Physical Vayu had Shabda and Sparsha. Physical Agni had Shabda, Sparsha and Rupa. Physical Varuna had Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa and Rasa. Physical Prithvi had Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. Akasha means space, Vayu means air, Agni means fire, Varuna or Jalam means water, and Prithvi means earth. Shabda is equal to sound, Sparsha is equal to touch, Rupa is equal to configuration, Rasa is equal to taste, and Gandha is equal to smell. Stula or Bhautika is equal to physical, Sukshma is equal to subtle, Karana is equal to idea, Chaitanyam is equal to consciousness. From these 5 physical electricities, the following manifested. Jarayu, animals with 4 legs. Andajam, the beings that come out of eggs like birds and crawling creatures like snakes, etc. Svedajam, that is mosquitoes, worms, etc. that come out of perspirations, and Udbijam, that is trees and plants that cannot move and confined to a fixed place. The physical Antakarana, consisting of Mano, that is mind, Buddhi, intellect, Chitta and Ahankara, ego. Chitta means feeling and Ahankara means ego, is manifested from physical 5 electricities called Akasha Panchakam. Akasha means space, Pancha means or Panchakam means 5. Pancha or Panchakam means 5. Stula, that is physical Pancha Pranas, from Stula Vayu, Panchakam. Stula Pancha Gnanendriyas, 5 physical sense organs, from Stula Agni Panchakam. Stula Pancha Tan Matras, 5 physical powers, from Stula Jala Panchakam. And last but not the least, Stula Pancha Karmendriyas, 5 physical organs of action, are manifested from Prithvi or Earth Panchakam. Paramatma or cosmic consciousness entered itself into half of Stula Akasha, space. Nothing is self-effulgent. They effulge due to the presence of cosmic consciousness. In the remaining half of Stula Akasha, that is space, number 1, Samishti Stula Ahankara, macro-physical ego. Samishti Stula Chittam, macro-physical feeling. Samishti Stula Buddhi, macro-physical determinating intellect. And Samishti Stula Manas, that is macro-physical wavering mind with attractions and repulsions, were manifested. Half Samishti Stula Akasha, that is macro-physical space, Antakarana, cosmic consciousness or Paramatma Chaitanya entered into that. 1/8 physical space, that is Stula Akasha, plus 1/8 physical earth, that is Stula Prithvi, combined together in that physical and macro ego has formed Stula Samishti Ahankara. 1/8 physical Akasha plus 1/8 water, Stula Varuna, they combine together in that Stula, that is physical macro or Samishti Chitta, that is feeling, entered. 1/8 physical Akasha plus 1/8 Stula Agni, that is physical fire, combined together in which physical macro intellect or Stula Samishti Buddhi entered. 1/8 physical Akasha plus 1/8 physical air, that is Stula Vayu, combined together in which physical macro mind, that is Stula Samishti Manas, entered. Physical is 5 pranas. half of Samishti Stula Vayu, macro physical air, is manifested as Samishti or macro Vyana Vayu. In the remaining half Stula Vayu, physical air, the rest of the Samishti, that is macro physical airs, Stula Samishti Samana, Udana, Apana and Prana are manifested. Vyana is a catalyst for Prana and Apana Vayu to make them flow wherever required. Half Samishti Stula Vayu, that is macro physical air, Samishti Stula Vyana Vayu, that is macro physical, entered. 1 by 8 Stula Vayu plus 1 by 8 Stula Akasha combined together, in which Samishti Stula, that is macro physical, Samana Vayu entered. 1 by 8 Stula Vayu plus 1 by 8 Stula Agni combined together, and they have given birth to Udana Vayu, Samishti Stula, macro physical Udana Vayu. 1 by 8 Stula Vayu plus 1 by 8 Stula Agni combined together, Udana Vayu, Samishti Stula Udana Vayu or macro physical entered into that. 1 by 8 Stula Vayu plus 1 by 8 Stula Varuna combined together to become a location for Samishti Stula, macro physical Prana Vayu. 1 by 8 Stula Vayu plus 1 by 8 Stula Prithvi combined together, in which Samishti Stula or macro physical Apana Vayu is located. Physical Gnanendriyas, 5 sense organs. Half of Samishti Stula Agni, that is macro physical fire, is manifested as eye, seeing power, optical. In the remaining half Samishti Stula Agni, macro physical fire, the rest of the physical sense organs, Samishti Srotra, macro hearing power, auditory, Tvak, that is macro power of touch, Samishti Rasa, power of taste, and Samishti Grana, that is macro smelling or olfactory power. Half Stula Agni, macro physical fire, Samishti Stula Netram, that is physical eye, is located. In the remaining half of Samishti Stula Agni, macro physical fire, the rest of the physical sense organs, Samishti Srotra, that is macro hearing power, Tvak, that is macro power of touch or Sparsha, Samishti Rasa, that is power of taste, and Samishti Grana, that is power of smelling, manifested. Now see the equation. Half Stool macro physical Agni, 5, macro Stula Netram is located. In half Stula macro physical Agni, that is 5, Samishti Stula Netram, that is macro physical eye, is located. 1 by 8 Stula Agni plus 1 by 8 Stula Akasha combined together to give location to Stula Samishti Sravanam, that is macro physical ear. 1 by 8 Stula Agni plus 1 by 8 Stula Vayu, that is air, gave place to Stula Samishti Charmam or macro physical skin. 1 by 8 Stula Agni plus 1 by 8 Stula Varuna, that is water, Stula became Stula Samishti Jihva, that is macro physical tongue. Stula Samishti Jihva, that is macro physical tongue. 1 by 8 Stula Agni plus 1 by 8 Stula Prithvi is equal to Stula Samishti Granam or macro physical nose. Physical 5 Tanmatras. Half of Samishti Stula Varuna, macro physical water, is manifested as Samishti Rasa, power of macro taste. In the remaining half, Samishti Stula Varuna, that is macrophysical water, the rest of the Samishti Stula Tanmatras, macrophysical powers, namely Samishti Stula Shabda, macrophysical sound, Samishti Stula Sparsha, macrophysical touch, Samishti Stula Rupa, that is macrophysical seeing, and Samishti Stula Gandha, that is macrophysical smell manifested. Half Samishti Stula Varuna, physical water, gave space to Samishti Stula Rasa Tattva, that is macro-physical taste Tattva. 1/8 Stula Varuna plus 1/8 Stula Akasha gave place to Samishti Stula Shabda, that is macro-physical sound, that is ear. 1/8 Stula Varuna plus 1/8 Stula Vayu gave place to Samishti Stula Sparsha, macrophysical touch, that is skin. 1/8 Stula Varuna plus 1/8 Stula Agni gave place to Samishti Stula Rupa, that is macrophysical seeing, that is eye. 1/8 Stula Varuna plus 1/8 Stula Prithvi gave place to Samishti Stula Gandha, that is macrophysical smell, that is nose. 5 Karmendriyas, organs of action. Half of Samishti Stula Prithvi, macrophysical earth, is manifested as Stula Samishti Payu, that is macrophysical anus, for excretion. In the remaining half Samishti Stula Prithvi, that is macrophysical earth, the rest of the Karmendriyas, organs of action, namely Stula Samishti macrophysical mouth, or walk, or talk. Stula Samishti Pani, that is macrophysical hands, manual skill, or Kriya Shakti. Stula Samishti Padam, that is macrophysical feet, walk or Gamana Shakti, WALK walk or Gamana Shakti. And Stula Samishti Upastha or Shishinam or Lingam, macrophysical phallus to procreate, or Ananda Shakti manifested. Now see the equation. Half Samishti Stula Prithvi, that is macrophysical earth, gave place to Stula Samishti Payu, that is macrophysical anus, for excretion. 1/8 Stula Prithvi plus 1/8 Stula Akasha gave place to Stula Samishti macrophysical mouth, talk, TALK talk. In Sanskrit it is called walk. 1/8 Stula Prithvi plus 1/8 Stula Vayu gave place to Stula Samishti Pani, or macrophysical hands, or manual skill. 1/8 Stula Prithvi plus 1/8 Stula Agni gave place to 1/8 Stula Prithvi plus 1/8 Stula Agni gave place to Stula Samishti Padam, macrophysical feet, or walk. 1/8 Stula Prithvi plus 1/8 Stula Varuna gave place to Stula Samishti Upastha or Sishinam, macrophysical phallus, for procreation, or Ananda Shakti. The physical creation consists of 24 elements, tattvas. There are 5 sense organs, or Jnanendriyas, 5 organs of action, or Karmendriyas, 5 pranas, that is prana, apana, vyana, samana, udana, 5 tanmatras, powers, and 4 antakarana, mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. The consciousness or energy that comes out of Parabrahman is termed as Sri Krishna consciousness, or the God in creation. The God in creation has divided itself into 6 types of consciousness. These six consciousnesses and Sri Krishna consciousness, totaling seven consciousnesses, are not to be seen with ordinary eye. These are visible to only enlightened yogi. Vyashti means microcosm, Samishti means macrocosm, and Srishti means creation. Karana means casual, Sukshma means astral, and Stula means physical. Maya is a part of Brahman. The rest three parts are Nirguna Para Brahman. Maharshyas Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavas Tadha Madbhava Manasa Jata Yesham Loka Ima Praja. Gita 10:16, 10th chapter, 6th sloka. The seven great rishis are the progenitors of the mankind. The primeval four of Sanaka, Sananda, etc., 14 Manus with their godly qualities are born of my thought. That's what Sri Krishna Paramatma has said in Gita. The whole creation is manifested because of the presence of Sat, Parabrahman, which is beyond the creation. From Sat only, the God in creation manifested. This is nothing but omnipotent, pure consciousness of Parabrahman. This only is manifested as Kutastha Chaitanya, Krishna consciousness, Mahaprakriti, and its six different consciousnesses, namely Samishti, Karana, that is macro idea, Vyashti, Karana, that is micro idea, Samishti Sukshma or macro subtle, Vyashti Sukshma, that is micro subtle, Samishti Stula or macro physical, and Vyashti Stula, that is micro physical. Sapta Maharshis, Mahaprakriti, and all the above six consciousnesses together are called Sapta Rishis. They are named as Marichi, Atri, Angirasa, Pulaha, Kratu, Pulastya, and Vasishta. Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara are the mental offsprings or feelings from Brahma, the generator part. From them came out pure constructive Mahaprakriti or Parabrahman. Sanaka, the first and foremost. Sananda, the one with happiness. Sanatana, eternal. Sanat Kumara, ever youthful. These four mentally conceived children produced by the acting Brahma, which or who is within the purview of Parabrahman with his mere power of will. They are pure and innocent. They have not shown any inclination for offspring. This is something like marriage part is over, but it is not consummated. But the combination of eternally happy Paramatma and the happiness inherent in Mahaprakriti lead to three gunas. These three gunas are like stilled water in a lake where one can clearly behold his face. Rajoguna is having a catalyst quality of moving or vibrating, or can move or vibrate. This has made the stilled sattva existent and tamo destruction gunas also to move and vibrate. Rajoguna with its vibratory quality has become of creation, and hence it is called Brahma, the creator. The existence quality of sattva is Vishnu. Now to continue with the process of creation, the generator part gave birth to X chromosomes and Y chromosomes. Every human being, whether male or female, contains both X chromosomes and Y chromosomes. A chromosome is either an X are a Y. When an X chromosome and a Y chromosome combine to form a pair, the resulting sex of the baby is male. The female's eggs contain an X chromosome. However, the male's sperm can contain either an X or a Y chromosome. Therefore, the individual sperm cell that reaches the egg first to fertilize it will determine the sex of the embryo. If two X chromosomes combine, the sex is female. The Y chromosome contains specific DNA that give instructions for the male characteristics and physical features. This is how the generator continued his creation process with the medium X chromosomes and Y chromosomes. The male's sperm can contain either an X or a Y chromosome. This is known as Swayambhuva, the one who or which itself can create. Man or Manu is Swayambhuva. The female's X contain an X chromosome. The sexual temperament of female is 7 times higher than that of male, and hence she is called Satrupa. More about creation. All 18 Puranas invariably mention about creation story. As such, the names of Brahma, creator, creation or Srushti, Vishnu, operator, existence or Sthiti, and Maheshwara, destructor, destruction or Laya, are often rolled up. Prachetas means pure consciousness, and Marisha, beautiful wife or desires. Prachetas means pure consciousness, and Marisha, beautiful wife or desires. That means a pure mind cannot be a source for the existence of physical world, and hence requires a catalyst like femininity or desires. Then the offspring Daksha was born to continue the task of running the physical world. Later on, Daksha came to be known as Prajapati. Praja means subjects or people. Pati means its originator or master. Later on, several Prajapatis or masters were born. Hence, the father of each family is Daksha and his wife is Marishi. A father with pure consciousness or mind, that is Prachetas, cannot produce children. The pure consciousness or Prachetas is to be disturbed by Marishi, wife, or desires which lead to children. So the first Daksha was created by acting or working Brahma, the creator. Several followed this Daksha later on. 100 kilometers distance also is to be started with a first step, and the other several steps follow to accomplish the journey. In fact, working Brahma is nothing but mind only. Mind only creates everything. If the offspring is like Dhruva, then he will not have any inclination towards mundane world. Even if he does live in this world, he will rule this without any attachment. He will shine like a pole star. Manvantaras. A Manvantara is an era. There are 4 smaller eras or eons or yugas, and their names are Satya or Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga. Each cycle of Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga is called a Mahayuga. 71 Mahayugas constitute a Manvantara, and 14 Manvantaras constitute a cycle or Kalpa. One Kalpa is one of Brahma's days, and the universe is destroyed at the end of a Kalpa. Each Manvantara is ruled over by a Manu. In the present Kalpa, 6 Manvantaras have already passed, and the names of the 6 Manus who ruled were Swayambhuva, Swarochisha, Uttama, Tamasa, Raivata, Chakshusha. The name of the 7th Manu who rules over the 7th Manvantara of the present Kalpa is Vaivasvata. The titles of the 7 great sages, Sapta Rishis, as well as the title of Indra change from Manvantara to another Manvantara. Manus are 14. They are Swayambhuva, Swarochisha, Autami, Tamasa, Raivata, Chakshusha, Vaivasvata, Savarni, Daksha Savarni, Brahma Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Rudra Savarni, Rauchya or Deva Savarni, Bhauchya or Indra Savarni. Each Manu is the first citizen, Adi Purusha, of each Manvantaram, the time period of Manu. After each Manvantaram, that is the completion of one Manu time period, there will be a dissolution. After completion of this dissolution, Pralay or deluge, it will usher to the next Manvantaram of another Manu. Presently, the Vaivasvata Manvantaram, the time period of 7th Manu Vaivasvata is running. Vaivasvata means effulgence, Manu means mind. The gods also change. In the present Vaivasvata Manvantara, the 7 great sages are Atri, Vasishta, Kashyapa, Gautama, Bharadvaja, Vishwamitra and Jamadagni. The gods now are the Sadhyas, the Rudras, the Vishwadevas, the Vasus, the Marus, the Adityas and the 2 Ashwinis. Sadhyas means the ones who can do. Rudras means 5 organs of action or Karmendriyas, 5 sense organs or Gyanendriyas and mind, total 11. Vishwadevas means the positive forces that stay in the body. Vasu means energy. 2 Ashwinis means Ida and Pingala, subtle nadis. Marus means the 49 Marus in the body. Adityas means 12 effulgent beings. Akasha is the source of Shabda. Vayu is the source of Sparsha and Shabda. Agni is the source of Rupa, Sparsha and Shabda. Varuna is the source of Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha and Shabda. Prudhi is the source of Gandha, Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha and Shabda. Gandha, smell, Rasa, taste, Rupa, form, Sparsha, touch and Shabda, sound are nothing but different spandanas or vibrations or frequencies. Om is the source of all these vibrations or frequencies. This Om is called Sukshma Prana Shakti or subtle life force or Mukhya Prana. This Sukshma Prana Shakti or subtle life force, that is Om, will be manifesting as a Prana Shakti after entering the human body. This life force is called Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana and Udana as per its works at different places in the body. All these along with Mukhya Prana or life force is further manifested as 50 sub-airs or Maruts. Marut means air. Each Marut shall be doing a particular function in the body. 50 Sanskrit Aksharas, alphabets, are nothing but these 50 marus are airs only. It is to be noted, by chanting these respective letters of each chakra shall remove the adverse effects or negative energies. When a mobile cell is dead, then we recharge the battery. The cell will start functioning healthily. So chanting these aksharas will make the battery to function healthily. Lahiri Mahashaya has given the functioning of each and every air in the respective chakras. Remember that all the other chakras are unipolar chakras, no negative and positive. Agna chakra is like a shaft. This chakra is the only bipolar chakra having negative and positive ends. That is the reason this Agna chakra is having two aksharas, namely Ha and Ksha. But these two aksharas are to be considered as one akshara only. That is the reason Agna negative chakra and Agna positive chakra are not two chakras. Both together are called Agna chakra. Hence the total Agna chakra together is having two petals. Ha is at negative, that is medulla center, through which the cosmic energy or consciousness enters to work in creation. The other positive end is Ksha akshar, through which this consciousness reaches the Sahasrara chakra, which is a reservoir. That is the reason Om is called Mukhya Prana Shakti. Alphabet is not the equivalent word or letter for akshara. There are no equivalent words that express Sanskrit aksharas in English. Mooladhara 4 aksharas, Swadhisthana 6 aksharas, Manipura 10 aksharas, Anahata 12 aksharas, Visuddha 16 aksharas, Agna Chakra or Kutastha 2 aksharas, total 50 aksharas. Om is the main akshara, so we can vibrate that chakra in center and around by chanting those many times of those aksharas of that chakra and the center syllable of that chakra. For example, Mooladhara chakra is having 4 aksharas: Va, Se, Sha, Sa. The center syllable is Lam. So chant Lam 4 times plus Va, Se, Sha, Sa 4 times. Sukshma Prana Shakti or subtle life force or Mukhya Prana, he is having consciousness and energy both. It enters through medulla center and through Kutastha, the place between the eyebrows in the forehead, reaches Sahasrara chakra. So in a way, Sahasrara chakra is the reservoir of cosmic energy. From there, this energy gets redistributed through Kutastha, that is Agna positive, Agna negative, that is medulla center, Visuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara chakra, and from there exit out. Each and every subway or every akshar or alphabet is having assigned a function. They are distributed through Kutastha, Agna positive, Agna negative, medulla center, Vishuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara. The energy so received in these nerve centers of chakras, the energy so received in these nerve centers of chakras is further redistributed to different organs from the centers of chakras. The sadhak who has become victorious over sleep, that is Maya, can only understand that Parabrahman is everything animated or inanimated. Maheshwara Sutrani. I un rilik eoi, I uch hayavarat, lan nyamannanam, javagadadas, kapacha, ta dau kapai. with these sounds, vowels, that is achus, and consonants, hallus, and compounds, that is samyukta aksharas of vowels and consonants are formed. The subtle life force is having energy and consciousness both. Its origin is now Sahasrara Chakra. There are 49 Upavayus or sub-airs whose source is subtle life force. Every sub-air is having its own respective peculiar duty. These duties are distributed through Agna Chakra to Visuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara, from these chakras to the nerve centers and then to different organs. These 49 sub-airs or Upavayus are divided into 7 sections. These airs are existing within and without. That is the reason cosmos, mind and body are correlated. In Kriyayoga sadhana, the sadhak will redirect the outgoing life force through the chakras to Kutastha, the place between the eyebrows. He will transform the head into a powerful magnet. He will be able to concentrate life force in pineal gland, medulla oblongata and cerebrum. Different atoms united together to be formed as a worm, bird, animal and or man. In fact, life force only is manifesting in all these living beings in different ways. This way, the life that is expressed in a man for his survival is known as chief life force or Mukhya Prana Shakti. This Mukhya Prana Shakti or chief life force shall enter along with the Jivatma or soul into the yoni during cohabitation or sex. Yoni means vagina. This life force shall remain with that prani or living being throughout his or her life as per karma. The existence of that prani or living being depends upon food and life force. Not only that, this Mukhya Prana Shakti shall enter through medulla into cerebrum as cosmic consciousness from cosmos and remains deposited. From there it is redistributed to different chakras or plexus as per their respective needs. This life force shall get or be christened with different names as per the function or functioning. 5 pranas. Prana is crystallization, Apana Vayu for elimination, Vyana Vayu for circulation, Samara Vayu for assimilation and Udana Vayu for metabolism. Prana Vayu protects the decay of the body. In crystallization, Prana Vayu helps for all manifestations. Its location is heart. Vyana Vayu protects the body from anemia and low and high blood pressures. In circulation, it circulates all proteins and required nutrients through bloodstream. Its location is behind the phallus, behind the linga. Samana Vayu protects the body from weak digestion. In assimilation, it helps in digesting proteins and their distribution. It also helps in creation of new cells in place of dead cells. It is located in and around Navi, that is navel. Udana Vayu, the organs, muscles, tendons and membranes etc. should not grow more than required. Udana Vayu protects this. For growth of hair, membranes etc. several different kinds of cells and their variety of equations are needed. This is called metabolism. Udana Vayu helps in metabolism. It is located in Kantha, that is in the gullet. Apana Vayu protects the body from the growth of toxins, gastric problems, tumors, the growth of cancer cells and piles problem. In elimination, it removes all waste in the body. It is located in anus. Prana and apana are two important electricities in our body. Apana electricity, its passage is from Kutastha, medulla center, Visuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, Muladhara, asshole and out. This is unsteady. It will make man confined to senses. That is, it makes man sense bound. Prana electricity, its passage is from asshole, that is Muladhara. Its passage is from asshole, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Visuddha, medulla center and Kutastha. It is peace oriented. It will make the concentration of man united with Parabrahman during deep sleep and intensive meditation. So one electricity, apana electricity, makes man sense bound. Another electricity, prana electricity, makes man to within, that is antarmukha. If sadhak can go within, then uniting with Parabrahman will become easy. This is called Kriyayoga. When life force exits through Kutastha, asshole, and while carrying or taking information to and fro from cells, membranes, organs and brain for the nerves in use and for mental business, quite a lot of energy is spent. Then so many waste that come out during these processes shall be left in the blood. CO2, that is carbon dioxide, is one amongst those wastes. That corrupted blood should be cleansed immediately, failing which physical death is inevitable. That is certain. The spent energy is to be replenished, for which this life force is a must. Because of the mutual opposite pulls of prana and apana electricities, the breathing process is done. When life force is taken into the lungs, then the oxygen in the life force shall remove or oxidize carbon dioxide in the blood immediately. This is called breathing process. It will take longer time to cleanse the solids and liquids in the stomach. Again here also, the cleansed energy is pumped into the cells is through life force only. This cleansed energy shall be replenishing the energy in all the chakras, kutastha and cerebrum. The remaining energy shall be carried to all the body parts. There, these five electricities shall be utilizing that energy in a required manner. The sadhak who has become victorious over sleep, that is Maya, can only understand that Parabrahman is everything animated or inanimate. Adityanam aham Vishnu, Jyotisham Ravi Ansuman, Marichir Marutam Asmi, Nakshatranam aham Sesi. Gita 10:21. Among the Adityas, 12 effulgence beings, I am Vishnu. Among luminaries, I am the radiating sun. Among the Maruts, that is 49 wind gods, I am Marichi. Among heavenly bodies, I am the moon. The whole cosmos is emerged out of cosmic consciousness only. Devatas means wonderful subtle forces, and Asuras means the most harmful subtle forces. Both of them cannot know him. Devatas means one who is having subtle and idea body but no physical body. He is man of virtue or virtuous bodies. Five Panchat Maha Tattvas. Five Pancha Maha Tattvas, air, Vayu, fire, water, and earth are also called Devatas. They are the ones who help the beings for nourishment, etc. Asuras means one who is having subtle and idea body but no physical body. Mesha, Aries. Vrishabha, Taurus. Mithuna, Gemini. Kataka, Cancer. Simha, Leo. Kanya, Virgo. Tula, Libra. Vrishchikam, Scorpio. Dhanush, that is Sagittarius. Makara, Capricorn. Kumbha, Aquarius. And Meena, Pisces are 12 Rashis in ascending order. 12 Adityas. Sun travels at the rate of 1 month in each and every Rashi or sign of zodiac. This travelling of Sun in each and every Rashi is called Sankramanam. This way, Sun will have 12 Sankramanams in 1 year. These 12 Sankramanams are 12 different effulgences or 12 different forms of Aditya. They are described as 12 Adityas. They are the sons of Aditi, the cosmic energy. They are number 1 Dhata, number 2 Mitru, number 3 Aryamu, number 4 Sakru, number 5 Varunu, number 6 Amsu, number 7 Bhagu, number 8 Vivasvantu, number 9 Pusha, number 10 Savita, number 11 Tvashta, number 12 Vishnu. Birth. Let us talk about birth. The spermatozoon merge with ovum in one of the nights. The spermatozoon merge with ovum in one of the nights. After 3 or 5 days, the merger of spermatozoa. After 3 or 5 days, the merger of spermatozoa and ovum leads to zygote. After 10 days, the zygote looks like an egg. After 30 days, the Akasha Tattva, that is sound, that is ears, will be formed. After the completion of second month, Vayu Tattva, that is touch, that is the whole body will be formed. After the completion of third month, the Agni Tattva, that is sight, that is the eyes will be formed. After the completion of fourth month, the Varuna Tattva, that is taste, that is the tongue will be formed. After the completion of fifth month, the Prithvi Tattva, that is smell, that is the nose will be formed. In sixth month, the soul enters the fetus. This fetus will have a protective covering that will insulate it from the pungent acids in the stomach of the mother. The fetus shall be breathing through the mother till the soul enters the fetus. So the baby in the womb shall depend on its mother's breath for its sustenance. So the baby in the womb shall depend on its mother's breath for its sustenance. Along with the soul enters life force, subtle and causal bodies, results of karma, vasanas, that is unfulfilled desires, etc. also enter fetus in the seventh month. In eighth and ninth month, the fetus will have the knowledge or memory of past births. The fetus has its face or head upside down. In the end of ninth or in the beginning of 10th month, the fetus will be ejected out from the mother's womb due to the pressure or pranavayu of mother and pranavayu of the fetus. 7 dvipas are islets. The following 7 dvipas mentioned in the Brahmapurana in fact pertain to 7 chakras. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Visuddha, Agna and Sahasrara are the 7 chakras. Each chakra is a different dvipa. The Kriyayoga sadhak come across several experiences when his awakened Kundalini touches the respective chakras. Each type of experience is different from the previous one. There are 7 dvipas or islands mentioned in this Brahmapurana. They are number 1 Jambu, number 2 Plaksha, number 3 Salmali, number 4 Kusha, number 5 Krauncha, number 6 Shaka, and number 7, Pushkara. Now let us talk about number 1, Jambu Dvipa or island. Jambu is the center Dvipa or island of all these Dvipas. Jambu is surrounded by salt water on all sides. 1 lakh yojanas is its area. 1 yojanam is equal to 8 miles or 12.18 kilometers. This island is divided into 9 khandas or parts, namely Indra, Kaseru, Tamra, Gavastimat, Naga, Saumya, Gandharva, Varuna, and Bharata. Bharata is a peninsula surrounded by salt water on 3 sides and adorned with Himalayan mountains on the north side. This Bharata or this Bharat peninsula contains Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Sindhu, Godavari, Narmada, Krishnaveni, Kaveri, Kritamala or Tamrapani, Tamraparni, etc. In this Bharat Varsha, some will be satisfying the positive forces with yajnas, Kriyayoga or sacrifices. People do charity works. The soul will enter into the house of man due to the result of good work. Bharat is called Karma Bhumi. Number 2, Plakshadvipa. This also is surrounded by salt water on all sides. 2 lakh yojanas is its area. They don't suffer from mental agonies and diseases. There is no time dimension here. Medha Tidhi is the first king. Medha Tidhi means dharana or concentration. What is meditation? Becoming one with soul. It means banishing the consciousness of being related to the body and to human limitations and trying to remember that one is a soul. Shantamaya, Shashira, Sukhodaya, Ananda, Shiva, Kshemaka and Dhruva are his sons. That means peace, coolness, happiness, auspicious, safety and pole star. Number 3, Salmali Dvipa. Its ruler is Veera, the warrior. That is the sadhaka. Number 4, Kushadvipa. This is surrounded by Sura, Samudra, that is ocean of divinity. Number 5 is Krauncha Dvipa. This is surrounded by Ghrita Samudra, that is ocean of auspicious cow ghee, clarified butter. Number 6, Shaka Dvipa. The dwellers of this Dvipa will be quite energetic. They will not have idleness, inertness and diseases. They will have bodies shining with sunlight. They live with mutual respect. Here the people do not aware of injustice, misery and disease. They live with eternal happiness. 4 types of people, namely Magamu, Magadhamu, Manasamu and Mandagamu, live here as per their gradation. Number 7, Pushkara Dvipa. Its ruler is Savana. Mahavita and Dhataki are his 2 children. People here do not get diseases, misery, love and hatred, jealousy, fear and greediness. The glory of Shiva. The story of Bhagavan Shiva and Parvati is common in almost all the 18 Puranas. Parabrahman is not having any form. He is omnipresent, omnipotent and omniscient. Then where from this Shiva, Vishnu, Lalita, Krishna and Rama etc. forms have come? Hence the sadhak should grasp that the forms are ephemeral. If the mentioned form is male, then the reader should understand that it is Parabrahman or Paramatman or cosmic consciousness or cosmic energy or potential energy. If female form is mentioned, then it is Maya or God in creation or nature or Kutastha Chaitanya or Krishna consciousness or kinetic energy. The cosmic consciousness enters Brahmarandra through medulla and from there to Sahasrara. From Sahasrara it enters Merudanda, the spinal cord, through Agna, Vishuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara chakras and will gradually become human consciousness. This will enter the organs through nerve centers and nerves and flow outwards and succumb to sense pleasures. In the story of Shiva and Gauri, Gauri goes to her father to attend one yajna without any invitation. She gets insulted by her father, Daksha Prajapati. She commits self-immolation. Shiva becomes furious and kills his father-in-law with his trisul or trident, a weapon. He will make him alive again by a animal head, goat, in place of normal head. Gauri takes another incarnation called Parvati and becomes daughter of Himavan, that is Himalaya mountain. She marries Shiva. The story goes like this. In the story of Parvati's marriage to Shiva, Manmadha, the love god or Cupid, plays a major part in bringing the Shiva and Parvati together. Shiva in the beginning does not want his penance to be disturbed, so he gets annoyed on Cupid and burns him. On request of Cupid's wife, Rati, Lord Shiva makes him alive again. On request of Cupid's wife, that is Manmada's wife, that is Rati, Lord Shiva makes him alive again with the condition that Cupid will not have any form in future. The inner meaning is as follows. Daksha, the sadhak, became egoistic. So his sattvic or positive nature, that is Gauri, becomes the victim and dies. The tamasic or negative nature becomes predominant in the sadhak. It is akin to wearing a face of animal. After a while, the sadhak realizes and again does continue his sadhana. He wanted to go beyond all these three gunas, tamasic, negative, rajasic, neutral, and sattvic, positive. The sattvic nature is called Parvati. This also is a part and parcel of Maya. Maya always tries to confine the sadhak to nature. He will not get liberated without going beyond all these three gunas. The sadhak who does sadhana is called Shiva, the auspicious. Here, Maya, in the guise of Cupid, that is Manmadha, body inclination, tries to confine the sadhak, that is Shiva, to nature. However, the sadhak kills the nature with his intensive sadhana. Cupid or Manmadha is not having any physical form. In Sanskrit, same word or name will have several different meanings. Example: Dhanam means money, energy. Ardham meaning wealth. Dhanam has got two meanings. One is money and another is energy. Ardham has got two meanings. One is meaning and another is wealth. Parvati is having the meaning of positive guna or quality or cosmic consciousness. Now, Parvati. When the awakened Kundalini reaches Sahasrara Chakra, the cerebrum becomes cool, Then the sadhak is called Himavant. Hima means cool, Vant means the one who gets coolness. Sahasrara chakra is underneath the Brahmarandhra. Underneath the Brahmarandhra. Then the cosmic energy or Parashakti or Paravati, that is Parvati, is born. This is called Parvati is born to Himavant. Krishna and his stories narrated in this Puran or epic are also common in several other Puranas. The Sankhya Yoga narrated in this Puran or epic is also common in several other Puranas. Jai Guru.